Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, where every video gives you something new to think about. On July 8, 2025, a scientific report transformed the Philippines from a quiet archipelago into the center of global attention. What began as a routine geological survey quickly escalated into a revelation that would ripple across continents and industries. Headlines blared: Philippines sitting on trillions in rare earths, and the new Saudi Arabia of tech metals. Newsrooms scrambled to cover the story, and social media exploded with speculation and excitement. The world's focus shifted almost overnight from politics and conflict to the islands of Southeast Asia. Suddenly, the Philippines was no longer just a tropical paradise or a strategic outpost. It was the epicenter of a global resource revolution. This wasn't just another mineral find. It was a discovery that could redefine the 21st century. The minerals unearthed here are the backbone of modern technology, from smartphones and electric vehicles to advanced military hardware. International geologists confirmed the Philippines holds one of the largest untapped reserves of rare earth elements on Earth. Teams from Europe, America, and Asia rushed to verify the findings, their excitement barely contained. For years, China's near monopoly on these minerals gave it immense leverage over global tech and defense industries. The world had grown accustomed to a single source, and supply chain disruptions sent shockwaves through markets. Now the game had changed. The balance of power was shifting, and the Philippines was at the heart of it all. Reports from the Philippine Mines and Geosciences Bureau, verified by the U.S. Geological Survey, revealed vast deposits of neodymium, dysprosium, and terbium, elements essential for everything from wind turbines to electric cars. Neodymium, dysprosium, terbium. As the news broke, stock markets jolted, investors scrambled to adjust portfolios, and mining stocks soared to record highs. Tech giants and mining corporations scrambled to respond. Urgent meetings were called in boardrooms from Silicon Valley to Seoul, as companies raced to secure future supplies. In Manila, government officials were thrust into the global spotlight, fielding urgent calls from Washington, Brussels, and Tokyo. Diplomats and trade negotiators worked around the clock, aware that every decision could shape the nation's destiny. On the streets, Filipinos gathered around screens, learning how these metals powered their everyday gadgets, phones, laptops, even the cars they saw on the roads. For many, it was the first time they realized the hidden wealth beneath their feet. For a nation long facing economic challenges, it felt like a winning lottery ticket. Hope soared as people imagined new jobs, better schools, and a brighter future for their children. The air buzzed with hope and questions about the future. Would this windfall bring prosperity or new challenges? Conversations in cafes and homes turned to dreams and to worries about how the country would handle its newfound wealth. The world, hungry for secure supplies of critical materials, watched as the Philippines stepped into a new era. Investors, governments, and corporations all waited to see what would happen next. The global push for green energy had made rare earths more vital than ever. These elements are the silent force behind the world's transition to cleaner, smarter technologies. The Philippines, shaped by the Pacific Ring of Fire, had been sitting on this treasure all along. Its unique geology, forged by ancient volcanoes and tectonic shifts, had hidden these riches for millennia. Now, the secret was out. What was once known only to a handful of scientists and officials was now headline news across the globe. The world waited to see how the Philippines would wield its newfound power and responsibility. The next chapter in the nation's story was about to be written, and the eyes of the world were watching. What exactly are rare earth metals, and why are they so important to our modern world? Despite what their name suggests, rare earths aren't actually scarce in the Earth's crust. The real challenge is that they're rarely found in concentrations high enough to make mining and extracting them economically viable. This makes the process of obtaining them both complex and costly. The rare earth family consists of 17 unique elements, including names like neodymium, yttrium, and terbium. These elements might sound unfamiliar, but they're absolutely vital. Think of them as the invisible vitamins powering the digital age, quietly enabling the technology we rely on every day. Rare earths are essential ingredients in a vast array of products, from the smartphones in our pockets and the electric vehicles on our roads, to the wind turbines generating clean energy and the advanced military hardware that keeps nations secure. For example, the brilliant colors on your phone's display are thanks to yttrium and terbium, while the tiny but powerful magnets inside are made from neodymium. Without these elements, our devices would be less efficient, less vibrant, and far less capable. Rare earths also power the high-strength magnets in wind turbines, the advanced batteries in electric cars, and the precision lasers used in medical devices. Their unique properties make them irreplaceable in these high-tech applications. In fact, rare earths are the backbone of both modern technology and national security, forming the foundation for everything from data centers to defense systems. Advanced fighter jets, missile guidance systems, and state-of-the-art radar all depend on rare earth elements to function at their best, giving militaries a crucial technological edge. The ongoing green energy revolution is also built on rare earths. Electric cars and wind turbines require rare earth magnets by the kilogram, making these elements critical for a sustainable future. For decades, China has dominated the rare earth market, producing over 80% of the world's refined supply. This dominance has given China significant economic leverage and political influence on the global stage. When China restricted rare earth exports, global prices skyrocketed, sending shockwaves through industries worldwide and causing widespread concern among manufacturers and governments alike. As a result, the world's leading economies have been urgently searching for alternative sources, hoping to reduce their dependence and secure their technological futures. The recent discovery of significant rare earth deposits in the Philippines isn't just another addition to the supply chain. It has the potential to completely reshape the global landscape for these critical materials. This breakthrough promises a more stable, diversified, and secure supply of rare earths, ensuring that the technologies of tomorrow can continue to advance without interruption. The stakes are enormous. Whoever controls the supply of rare earths in many ways controls the future of technology, energy, and even global power dynamics. With its newfound resources, the Philippines now finds itself at the very center of this unfolding story, poised to play a pivotal role in shaping the future of technology and industry worldwide. The scale of the Philippine discovery is staggering. Surveys suggest deposits in Mindanao and Palawan could rival or even surpass China's reserves. This instantly elevates the Philippines to a global resource powerhouse. For decades, China's monopoly on rare earths gave it strategic leverage. Now the equation has changed. The US, EU, Japan, and South Korea see a new path to supply chain security. The Philippines is no longer just a strategic location, it's a strategic resource hub. This discovery will reshape its foreign policy and global role. The world is watching as the Philippines unlocks a new era of technological progress and geopolitical influence. Across the Philippines, hope and pride surge. Responsible development could add tens of billions to the nation's GDP, funding schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. The mining boom could create hundreds of thousands of jobs, reversing the brain drain and building a new middle class. The dream, not just exporting raw materials but building a tech-driven economy. Investments in education and innovation could transform the nation into a regional powerhouse. But Filipinos want equitable wealth, not just riches for a few. There's talk of a sovereign wealth fund to ensure long-term benefits for all. The challenge: manage this gift with wisdom and integrity. The hope: prosperity that lifts everyone, not just the elite. The recent discovery of vast rare earth deposits in the Philippines marks the biggest challenge to China's rare earth dominance in a generation. This breakthrough has the potential to reshape the global landscape for critical minerals, which are essential for modern technology and defense. For years, China's near-total control over rare earth mining and refining has given it immense geopolitical power, allowing it to influence global supply chains and international relations. Now, the Philippines offers the first real chance in decades to break that stranglehold, opening the door for new partnerships and opportunities. The US and its allies see the Philippines as a friendly, reliable source of rare earths in the Indo-Pacific, strengthening regional security and economic ties. This shift could significantly reduce China's leverage over global tech and defense industries, making it harder for any one nation to control the flow of these vital resources. Now, China will have to compete on a more level playing field, rather than dictate terms to the rest of the world. The rare earth race is evolving into a balanced competition, with multiple countries vying for influence and market share. For the Philippines, this is a delicate diplomatic dance, balancing relations with both China and the West, while asserting its own interests on the world stage. Diversifying the global supply chain not only makes the world more stable and resilient, but also encourages innovation and cooperation among nations. The rules of the game have changed. And with this new era, the future of technology is more secure, promising growth and opportunity for all. The promise of prosperity comes with a warning. Mining is risky business. The Philippines has suffered from devastating mining disasters like the 1996 Marcopper spill that poisoned rivers and ruined lives. Extracting rare earths is dirty. Open pits, toxic chemicals, and massive waste threaten fragile ecosystems. The archipelago's unique geography and biodiversity make it especially vulnerable. Past disasters have left deep scars and distrust among Filipinos. The challenge: extract wealth without repeating the mistakes of the past. The true cost of mining is measured in the health of people and the planet. The discovery has sparked a fierce national debate: development versus conservation. Proponents see a chance to transform the economy and fight poverty. Environmentalists, indigenous groups, and local communities fear pollution, displacement, and cultural loss. For many, the land and sea are more valuable than any metal. Personal stories highlight the stakes. A fisherman fears poisoned seas. A tribal elder worries about lost heritage. The government must balance economic gain with environmental and social justice. The path forward demands honest dialogue, strong protections, and a shared vision. The question: can the Philippines prosper without sacrificing its soul? The answer will define a generation. The global scramble began the moment the news broke. The US, EU, Japan, and South Korea rushed to court the Philippines, each offering strategic partnerships. The US promises aid, security, and technology. The EU touts green mining and high standards. Japan offers infrastructure and investment. The Philippines must weigh economic benefits against political and strategic risks. Negotiations are complex, covering profits, technology transfer, and environmental safeguards. There's a strong push to avoid past mistakes, ensuring local communities benefit. Joint ventures and local workforce training are key demands. The choices made now will shape the nation's destiny for decades. The world is watching every move. The Philippines stands at a historic crossroads. One path leads to wealth and influence, but risks environmental ruin and inequality. The other path is caution, but risks missing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The real challenge: responsible, equitable development. Success depends on strong, transparent governance and strict environmental protection. The stakes are enormous, for the Philippines and the world. This is a test of national character and vision. The world is watching, hoping the Philippines will choose wisely.